Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZLN. And today, guys, we can all exhale now. The Los Angeles Lakers beat the Orlando, sorry, excuse me, the Golden State Warriors tonight in a thriller double overtime win against the Golden State Warriors, 145 to 144. Guys, it's a what moment? Okay, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? What? All I can say is, guys, it was a crazy turn of events. The Lakers all across the board, they did what they can. They shot, they came back, and all I can say is the Lakers, they they just were not going to let this game get away from them. Now, obviously, there were some mistakes that were made, bad plays that were made, bad reffing all across the board. But at the same time, the Lakers survived. They survived with this win tonight against the Golden State Warriors in double overtime, 145 to 144. This is, this really reminded me of of the Lakers playoffs. This was like a playoff type of moment that we witnessed tonight, guys, and all I can say is just kudos to Steph, kudos to the Lakers. I mean, the Warriors. They came to play. They came to play on the road, and the Lakers. They just came out with the win. They came out with a big win, and I have to say this was a thriller. This was a thriller without a doubt. What a game indeed. I've seen the comments coming in from Daniel. Welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate you joining. I mean, what a game indeed it was. Um, it was an exhale type of moment, and it was a what moment. Stone Cold Steve Austin type of what's. It was just crazy moments that we witnessed in in this game tonight against the Golden State Warriors, going to double overtime. Just bad plays that were made from the Lakers. There were some who were struggling when it came down to remaining healthy and energized to just finish off the Golden State Warriors. Obviously, we saw Anthony Davis hobbling. I think he suffered an injury, guys. So this is probably something that we would expect that he may not play in the next game. So just stay tuned for that once we hear the injury reports in the next couple of days. So it's unfortunate, but he did put up some big numbers tonight. So let's give him credit where credit is due. LeBron James, he was our savior tonight. He was our savior. We could say D'Lo as well. Shooting that three in overtime to take us over the hump. But then Steph Curry came out of nowhere and shot a three. And Jeremiah Green, don't get me started with him. The guy was just committing dumb fouls and should have been called. Some of them should have been called and maybe called as a flagrant, if anything. So, um, there was, obviously we can blame the refs as well. I mean, the refs were not doing their jobs as well. So let's get that out there. And I already mentioned it, but it was just a crazy moment. We as Laker fans, I have to say, it is finally end. I'm fine. I'm just so glad that it's over. Lakers got the win in double overtime, 145 to 144. It was a thriller. Absolutely, it was. And at this point, let's keep him. Let's keep D'Lo. He showed up in overtime. Especially in the second overtime game where he shot that three. He made a gutsy three. I have to say it was, the ball's on him. I have to say to make that three, feel confident shooting that three. It was surprising, but I hope he doesn't do that again because that was just a gutsy move that that he made almost at like 55, maybe 50 minutes remaining of the second overtime. So it was something that we did not expect, but he obviously delivered. So, at this point, I would keep D'Lo. I would think the players that we're looking at right now at the trade market, they wouldn't make that shot. They wouldn't. But you never know. It sort of remains to be seen. But I'm keeping him at this moment. So, um, but absolutely. And LeBron James, the GOAT. He owned Golden State Warriors tonight. Absolutely, Daniel. And he averaged a career high of 20 rebounds out there tonight in his career. 20 rebounds, career high for LeBron James out there tonight. And, just looking at the stat lines, he was just, I know exactly 20. It was 20 rebounds out there tonight for LeBron James, averaging a career high. And not only that, he also averaged a triple double, his 110th uh, triple double in his career. So this is a great moment for LeBron James of his milestone, especially averaging a career high at age 39 in his 21st season in the NBA, being the oldest player to achieve that type of career high numbers for his career, especially for the Los Angeles Lakers. So kudos for LeBron for getting those 20 rebounds, and he was our savior, as I said. He was our savior for this win tonight against the Golden State Warriors tonight. And just pointing out the numbers right now, LeBron James played for 47 minutes, obviously with double overtime and him playing through all of it, all the overtime games, putting up 36 points, went 14 of 25 from the field, shot 2 of 4 from the three, and gave us 20 rebounds, as I said, with 12 assists out there tonight as well. And only had 2 fouls. He only had 2 fouls in that game. So in this game. So it was a great game, guys. I have to say, LeBron owned absolutely Daniel. LeBron James, the GOAT, owned the Golden State Warriors tonight. And owned, I guess you could say, Steph Curry tonight. So just a great night for LeBron James out there tonight. 36 points, 20 rebounds, career high 20 rebounds, and averaging a triple double, his 110th career triple double out there tonight at age 39 in his um, in his 21st season in the NBA. So just kudos to the king. I mean, long live the king when it comes down to it. So great job out there for LeBron James. Let's read some more comments here from Daniel. The refs bailed out the Warriors many times. Absolutely, they did. There was a lot of calls that should have been called on when the Warriors were fouling left and right, and even on Draymond Green as well. So let's consider that type of scenario. There was a couple of flagrant fouls that should have been called on Draymond Green at times, especially where he fouled somebody and hit him on the head. So I don't know, maybe the Lakers will file a complaint or something with the NBA, and maybe they will somehow give a punishment, maybe a fine to Draymond Green. But it's just it's one of those type of moments where it's like, have you not learned your lesson yet? I don't know, man. I mean, he is still committing dumb plays, and you know, I hope we hear something from the higher ups in the NBA when it comes to Draymond Green and his fouls that he's been committing. So uh, it's crazy, absolutely. And I can say it. Yeah, game of the year for the Lakers. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of games so far. The Lakers so far. There were some games where they had a good shooting night, especially against last game against the Chicago Bulls, where they shot like 63, 64% from the three. So there were some shooting nights, but this one, the Lakers beat the Golden State Warriors in double overtime in a thriller, 145 to 144. The Lakers won the game by 1 point. That's just amazing. Amazing turn of events for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I'll say that for sure, Daniel. Absolutely. Trade Reeves. Yeah, I mean, Reeves tonight, he did play for 46 minutes out there, and he played through their whole overtime games. But he did made some pretty dumb plays, I have to say, and committed like a lot of fouls. As oh no, not so much fouls. I mean, he just did not. He was just not on his A game, especially in overtime for sure. So but he put up 17 points out there tonight, went 4 of 14 from the field, only shot 1 3 and went 1 of 7. So he had a bad shooting night. And there was times where I was wondering why he's shooting so much threes where they're not going in. So this was a bad situation for what Austin Reeves was doing for the Lakers, and it was pretty bad at one point. So but he managed to give us 17 points though. I'm still not going to push the idea that he should be traded, but if there's a trade out there that the Lakers cannot refuse, like a Donovan Mitchell, All-Star caliber esque type players, then you keep Austin Reeves. But I have to say, you know, if there is a star out there that the Lakers want to trade, and the team wants Austin Reeves as part of that trade, then absolutely I will make that potential trade for an All Star for Austin Reeves if that it's an opportunity. But at this moment, we're still going to keep Austin Reeves, Daniel. It's a sad reality, but at the same time, I mean, it just depends on the trade. So we just have to wait and see for sure. 20, absolutely career high. LeBron James, 20 rebounds out there tonight in his 21st season in the NBA at age 39. I mean, he he was in goat mode. He was in goat mode tonight. I mean, as I said, 36 points, 20 rebounds, 12 assists, averaging his 110th career triple double. I mean, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. LeBron, at the age of his career, is pulling off numbers like this, especially in overtime, where he led the way for us in overtime in the first and finally in the second. And he really delivered with those free throws that he made. And we won the game by 1 point, I have to say, when it comes down to it. So, absolutely 20 rebounds for sure. Lakers in 5. We are back. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is. This was a survival win. I mean, the Lakers went out there, they competed in overtime, and all thanks to LeBron, somewhat from Anthony Davis, even though we saw some glimpse of him playing through the injury, and so far, hopefully, there's nothing anything too serious when it comes to his injury. That I don't know if you all noticed throughout the overtime games, he was hobbling at times throughout the game, and he was still in the game. And at the same time, I was wondering why maybe Darvin Ham did not sat him out. But at the same time, when Anthony Davis, uh, is on the court, he does show up at times, even through injuries. And we saw throughout this NBA season that he does play through injuries. So far this season. So hopefully, it's not anything too serious. There's a guaranteed chance, though, that Anthony Davis will potentially will sit out against the who they play against next. Let me check real quick. And for those of you who are joining me, please subscribe to the channel. Follow me. Excuse me. Follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X, and of course, I'm also on TikTok and Threads. So please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. We are 700 subscribers away from reaching 5,000 subscribers. So let's continue to show the love, support, and follow me all across social media. As I said, we reached a milestone on Facebook. We had reached 8,000 followers on Facebook, and we still have about like 6,000 likes on Facebook. So it's kind of weird how that works, but I honestly judge the following than the likes, but it is what it is. But yeah, we have a big following there. But please follow me all across social media. I really appreciate that. And but yeah, I mean, when it comes down to the Lakers scheduling, as I said, um, the Lakers have a Monday's game against the Houston Rockets, and that will be a game for sure that the Lakers should not take lightly. I mean, the Houston Rockets are a team to be reckoned with. So let's hope the Lakers will bring their A game in that particular game for sure. So let's just hope. But yeah, I mean, I won't say the Lakers are back yet. I still think they're going to make some trades at the trade deadline, so to better themselves for sure. So, but so far the Lakers they just survived. They survived in this win tonight against the Golden State Warriors, and all thanks to LeBron James for sure. And absolutely, goat. LeBron is the goat. James, go James, got the game ball. He absolutely he deserves it because he really showed up, and we can give some credit where credit is due when it comes to the some of the Lakers tonight who really stepped up their A game, like D'Angelo Russell with a gutsy one. I have to say, a gutsy, three that he made to take us over the hump. And obviously, with with Steph shooting that three, it kind of worried us in one point, but obviously LeBron delivered with those free throws that he made, and we got the win. We won by 1 point against the Golden State Warriors in overtime, second overtime, excuse me. So it's just crazy, absolutely. LeBron, la goat for sure. Um, you know, get Steph out of there. Yeah. Yeah, you absolutely. I mean, at his court, this is a win on the road for the Lakers, and they got the win in Steph's home court. So it's just crazy. I mean, basically the Lakers, going back to what Daniel said a couple of comments ago, uh, you know, LeBron goat. He owned Golden State tonight, and that's what he did. The Lakers really did it with LeBron James, and it was just crazy. The Lakers obviously, got this win tonight. I mean, I felt this was like a playoff game. I felt like this was a playoff game, and just going to double overtime in a thriller, just going back and forth. And even when the Lakers were up by 5 points, and you know the Warriors kept on coming back and even stronger, and it was just crazy. It was just the edge of your seat type of moments, the thriller. I mean, it was. I never felt a game like this in quite some time, and it was amazing. It was amazing. All credit where credit is due when it comes down to it. And it's just crazy. It was just crazy how things really turned out for this game tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. So just kudos to the Lakers in their win tonight, and for LeBron, the goat. When it comes down to it. So just amazing night for uh, the Lakers. To Minnesota. Um, I thought they were playing against the Golden State Warriors. No, sorry, the Houston Rockets. Excuse me. Uh, what's that? I'm a bit confused with that. Sorry, Daniel. Maybe you can, you know, I don't know if you're making a joke there or something, but sorry. Just sorry about that. But from Rabbit, D'Lo, lucky he hit that three. We were all gonna talk. Yeah, absolutely, we were. If he would have missed that, because everyone said. I mean, even I was watching the game, but at the same time, I was listening to a couple of Lakers. I was actually listening to Lakers Nation. Trevor Lane, he was obviously watching the game with, I believe it was Ryan Ward or something. Ryan Ward. So he was also on his platform. And he even said that was why did he make that? And it went in. So he was like, don't make that. And it was just crazy. He should have not made that. It was a gutsy move, but at the same time, he made it. So it was a moment where it's like, we're glad you made it. Don't do it again, because that was just a lucky shot from D'Lo for that three. And and just want to read more here. Three consecutive turnovers. Uh, hold on, the turnovers. Um, wasn't the turnover over because of Anthony Davis got it and he would have put it in. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that would have been obviously a much better turn of events If D'Lo just probably would have gave it to Anthony Davis, I think he would have still made a shot or anything like that. But for sure, I mean, this was a gutsy move from D'Angelo Russell to make that three. And I hope he doesn't do that again because that was a risky one for sure. But he made it. He made it. I mean, the guy was still on the on a roll. When it came to the past couple of games where he was just shooting lights out with just threes. But tonight, he had a poor night. I mean, let's just say it. I mean, he had a poor shooting night out there tonight, even though when you look at his stats, he went 5 of 8 from the three. But throughout the game, also the first half, going to the second, he was shooting pretty badly. But when it came down to overtime in the fourth quarter, his shooting was starting to kick back up. So give credit where credit is due when it comes to D'Angelo Russell. Obviously, playing the most minutes out there for the Lakers, 48 minutes, averaging 28 points, went 8 of 19 from the field. As I said, 5 of 8 from the three, and gave us 3 rebounds, 5 assists, with 2 steals and 1 block, and he had 4 fouls out there tonight. So, he played his role in tonight's game. I mean, he did not really take over the game at all, but he did make that three in the second overtime game that took us over the hump at one point. But then, as we all know, Steph Curry shot that three, and the Lakers were in trouble at one point. But LeBron came to the rescue, making his both free throws to win us the game by 1 point tonight against the Golden State Warriors, 145 to 144 out there tonight. So, but Anthony Davis, as I said, you know, his numbers tonight. Uh, it was amazing. His numbers, when you look at it, he was playing very great, but then he was making a lot of threes and he missed all of them. And I was just wondering why he was making some dumb threes that he should not be making. There was times where it's like just, yeah. But at the same time, I kind of probably knew why he was doing it because I think I think he got injured or something. I think he's injured at the moment. So my hope is that it's not anything too serious. So my hope is that he will have a speedy recovery. I think he's not going to play against the Houston Rockets on Monday. So we could expect that to be announced by the Lakers on Monday. So just expect that. But I won't be surprised though, because if he does play, because Anthony Davis, he's been playing. He's been healthy so far, and he also played through injuries at times. So this season, so you never know. It's all up to Anthony Davis. But my hope is that it's not anything too serious. Uh, I'm gonna real quick check Twitter, or excuse me, X, and see what they're saying about Anthony Davis and his injury. But I hope it's not anything too serious because he was hobbling. He was hobbling throughout and he was still in the game and hobbling. So you saw him at times that he was not under the rim. He was like, just around the court. So it's like, there was a problem. There was a problem. There was something not right about Anthony Davis in this game. But let's just see what they're saying. Hold on, let me see. Anthony Davis. Let's see here. I hope it's not anything too serious. For him, he headed to the locker room. Let's see here. I want to see some more reporting. Man, I'm seeing some photos. I mean, Anthony Davis, he got fouled. He got a lot of flagrant fouls towards him uh, from Draymond Green when it came down to it. So it was just crazy that the refs, they just weren't on their A game, and they never are. They never are. So it's like there should be some some reps, for the refs because they're not doing their job. They're not doing their job when it comes down to it. So uh, nothing yet. Uh, I hope he's all right because he was hobbling throughout the game and it was just like, or in overtime, excuse me. So it was like, I don't know. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he is. But let's see some more here from Daniel. Hold on. Before I get into that, I want to read the Anthony Davis's stats before I get into the others out there. But Anthony Davis, as I said, played for 44 minutes. He put up 29 points, went 11 of 24 from the field. As I said, he went 0 4 from the three. Uh, he was just making some dumb plays when it comes to shooting those threes. I think at most he should have went to the rim and just went for layups, or at most you know went for went for fouls or something. So I don't know, or dunks. But he shot a lot of threes, especially in overtime. Which obviously was a bad move on his part. But he managed to do very well in this game, and obviously putting up 13 rebounds and had four blocks out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers out there tonight. So kudos for Anthony Davis, but my hope is that he is all right. So, but Austin Reeves, 17 points. You know, it is what it is. But AD always makes the injury more serious, and he comes back fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Hopefully, I am worried, but at the same time, it's like there's been times throughout this season he was playing through injuries at times, and obviously the Lakers just want to preserve Anthony Davis, and when it comes to his availability. But at times, we've seen Anthony Davis. He plays through injuries this season and still puts up big numbers. And my hope, and he even said, during the interviews that he wants to be with this team. He wants to be with his teammates. He hates being injured, and it's like that's the heart of a champion there, when it comes to Anthony Davis. And it is something that I admire when it comes to Anthony Davis. I mean, this guy is known for being a injury prone guy, and I guess he just hates that reputation that he's getting, especially the comments and the quotes that he hears from analysts like Charles Barkley calling him street clothes. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So I'm glad that he is, letting all the haters, hear him roar this season. And, my hope is that he is not too injured, or maybe to not tweak anything for him to be out for a lengthy period. But there's a possibility, though, that maybe he will be out against the Houston Rockets game on Monday. So that's a possibility that we could expect the announcement. But I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if he will play on Monday. So, but that's the heart of a champion. When it comes to Anthony Davis and how well he's been playing this season, especially as I said, playing through injuries. So I hope it's not anything too major, not anything too serious, and hopefully he'll be back for sure. And absolutely, Daniel. Um, I said trade Steph. LOL. Uh, well, no, I don't think the Golden State Warriors are going to get rid of him anytime soon. So maybe Clay Thompson. Maybe Clay Thompson will be gone, but we just have to wait and see about that. And I think he got fouled out in this game, right? It was Andrew Wiggins, and yeah, he did get fouled out. It was Andrew Wiggins and Clay Thompson, but there's been talks, especially in the beginning of the season, that according to Stephen A. Smith, he wants Clay Thompson to go to the Los Angeles Lakers. So you never know about his status with the Golden State Warriors. Maybe he will take his talents to LA and play with the Lakers on over the summer. So we never know. We just have to wait and see. But it's there. It's in the conversation, but it's not anything that's been reported other than Stephen A. mentioning it. But you never know. Maybe it will happen. You never know. So let's see from Rabbit. D'Lo leaves his foot too much, like chicks use to say. Okay, when you jump, you either have a pass or travel. Yeah, he traveled. He traveled a lot in this game. I saw that, especially in the I believe like in the fourth quarter. So yeah, there was times where he was not having his best game, but he did show up. Especially in overtime, especially that shot that he made that was risky, but at the same time, he's been on the roll. He's been on the roll. When it comes down to it. So my hope is they would just keep this momentum and I don't know, maybe he's trying to prove to the management upstairs that I want to stay with this team. Please don't trade me. And there's that type of scenario that's out there that he wants to stay. He wants to be a Laker. So you never know. It's all up to the Lakers management to make that a reality. But at the same time, as I said in the past, his contract is built for him to get traded. So you never know. It is something that may be in the works. You never know. I mean, maybe the whole Dejounte Murray trade doesn't go down, and maybe Lakers will just keep him from now until maybe the off season. But the fear is that either he picks up his. I mean, not the fear. The fear is for him to walk away from the Lakers for nothing. But there could be a good, I potential that maybe he'll pick up his player option. So over the summer if he wants to stay with the Lakers. So it is a possibility that the Lakers could potentially I don't know retain D'Angelo Russell over the summer, but it's questionable at the moment for sure. But I still think something is going to happen at the trade deadline. So we have to maybe wait and see for sure. But let's continue more to the Lakers player stats out there tonight. I mean, Torian Prince, he was trash. He was trash out there tonight, and rightfully so for Austin Reeves. Excuse me, that Darvin Ham decided not to play him throughout um, the overtime game, and rightfully so because he 0 points in overtime. I mean, when the Lakers won a thriller, that is not Lakers, type of um, performance that you put up in a game like this. So uh, this uh, this is what, and it kind of shows you that if you played Jared Vanderbilt for so long in overtime and in the second overtime, kind of tells you that he is deserving of starting role, right? And I've been calling it, and there's been talks before the season started that Jared Vanderbilt was going to be in the starting lineup, but he got injured, and obviously Darvin Ham decided to give the job to Torian Prince, and during that time, he deserved it. In preseason, he was shooting threes for us, and he was our 3 and D caliber shooter that we've been waiting for so long. And once the NBA season started, he had to live up to that expectations. And even though the numbers show that he's been shooting, he's our shooter. But at the same time, he's not that consistent. And if anything, he plays defense, but not that well. I mean, it's just been crazy. It's been crazy, and seeing the comment here from Adam, it is so time for Vando to start instead of Prince. Absolutely, and I think I speak for all Laker fans and Z Nation on here when it comes down to your comment. It's absolutely true. It needs to happen. And I think it will. I mean, I think it is going to happen. I mean, there is a possibility that if you played Jared Vanderbilt for so long, for 41 minutes, especially with the minutes in overtime, isn't that calling for Jared Vanderbilt to be in the starting lineup? I mean, there is a possibility that he will start on Monday if somehow Anthony Davis does not play. So that could be a possibility that we could witness on Monday. But still, Torian Prince, it's his time to you know to be benched. I think it's time now for that to happen. 0 points. That tells you right there that his time is to get benched and have Jared Vanderbilt to be in the starting lineup. And my hope is that Darvin Ham considers that for sure. But as I was speaking of Jared Vanderbilt coming off the bench tonight with 40 minutes, 41 minutes out there tonight with 14 points, went 4 of 7 from the field, and obviously putting up 9 rebounds and 5 assists with 4 steals out there tonight. But his effort defensively for the Lakers was just amazing. There was a reason why he was playing that well throughout the. He was deserving. Excuse me, that he was deserving of playing throughout the overtime games. I mean, he is the guy that obviously we witnessed last season when we played against the Golden State Warriors in the playoffs. You can just tell Darvin Ham always wanted Jared Vanderbilt to guard Steph Curry. And we saw that tonight. I mean, there were some moments that he was guarding and stopping, as Steph Curry at times when it comes to shooting those threes. And even though he went 9 of 21 from the three, I mean, that kind of tells you that with the efforts that Vando does in this game defensively, especially stopping guys like Steph Curry, he just is deserving of starting. I mean, it's just me. I think that it should be, you know, something that should potentially happen. And my hope is that the Lakers will potentially, or Darvin Ham will potentially, make that happen. But we just have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. But obviously, when you look at the rest of the rest of the Los Angeles Lakers, Rui Hachimura played for 17 minutes and had 11 points out there tonight with 4 rebounds and shot 1 3. Then you have Christian Wood, who had 8 points out there tonight, and Max Christie with 2. I mean, the fact that Max Christie managed to give you, what was it like? He out of all guys put points up, and Torian Prince only put up 0 points. That kind of tells you right there that is, something that I don't know. It's just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense, when it comes down to that. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, what a thriller! What a thriller out there tonight, and you know, it's it was a survival. It was a survival. But let's also say this: the refs in this game, they were horrible. They were disgusting out there tonight. When it comes down to it, I mean, they just weren't on there. There should be some sort of punishment for these refs because there've been times where there was a flagrant foul on Draymond Green, and there was some on Draymond Green on Anthony Davis tonight, and they weren't called, and it was just ridiculous. It really was. Um, there's some comments here. Let me read this comment from Andrew the Goat. Andrew the Goat, welcome to the live stream. Really appreciate you joining. Uh, Man, what a disgusting game. Lakers got walked into the line as the Warriors. Then you guys suck. Okay, you're only good because the referees. Okay, it is what it is. I mean, we could say. I mean, obviously, on both sides. Let's say that. I mean, the refs fouls weren't calling fouls on both teams really. If you really think about it, I mean, there were some fouls the Lakers made on the Golden State Warriors that weren't called on, and vice versa on the Golden State Warriors side. So, and it is. You know, I don't want to say that the refs were on our side. I don't think so at all. I mean, there were some fouls that should have been called on that the Lakers um, were, I don't know, should have been, I guess, called on. I mean, I don't know. I'm not making sense at the moment. I mean, it is a very frustrating game, and obviously from the perspective of the refs, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see some more here from Andrew. As a Warriors fan, I knew you were a Warriors fan just by that comment. This is disgusting. The referees let the Lakers walk into the line of the whole game. Kobe's got to feel sick and disgusted by you guys. I mean, this so far this season, I can say this, that is, when it comes to Kobe Bryant and his passing, and it was a sad moment in the sports world. But if Kobe was still alive and still seeing the Lakers how they're playing, he would obviously feel disgusted too. It's absolutely true. I mean, obviously Kobe has the mentality of winning, and when you see the Lakers not winning games that should have been winnable ones, I mean, I can name a lot after um, the what do you call it? The NBA in season tournament championship that we won. The Lakers weren't the same after that, and in the month of December, they just went on a losing run. And if Kobe was still alive and would have saw that, it would have been he would have been disgusted for sure, and talking a whole lot of trash for sure on the Lakers, especially the players. So we can all agree on that, but I kind of disagree. I mean, the refs weren't on the Lakers side. They weren't. They were not make they did a bad job in this game, for the Lakers and for the Warriors. So it's kind of even, when it comes down to it. And I appreciate your comments, and it's always good to have some not Laker fans coming to this stream. So it is all good. I love seeing that. I mean, but at the same time, we all keep things respectfully, and I respect everyone's opinions and thoughts. When it comes to their team. So it's all good here, man. It's all good, Andrew, the goat. It's all good here. Uh, how can you feel happy about this when you guys are disgusting the game and you only win most of these games because of the refs? I mean, okay, I'm going to stop you there, man. I mean, it was on both teams. Okay, the refs, they were horrible anyway in for both teams. Okay, there were some calls that should have been called on, and the refs didn't. And the refs, they just played they refed a bad game tonight from both sides. So let's just say that, because I know there was a lot of flagrant fouls on Draymond Green. I mean, the fact that he hit someone on the head and it wasn't called on. So that tells you right there the refs were not doing their job in this game. And it goes vice versa for both teams, when it comes down to that. Let's see here from Rabbit at Andrew the Goat. Oh, you're responding to him. Okay. Warriors shot 53 threes, hard to get fouled, 20 plus foot. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, thank you, Rabbit. I mean, the fact that shows that the refs were on the Lakers side and they were shooting that many threes. I mean, that, it's just crazy. It's just crazy that, the Lakers, we're getting some help from the refs. And even though this season has not gone their way when it comes to the refs and their calls, especially on LeBron a couple of times. So, and last year was a whole different situation, especially that I will never forget that Boston's screw job that they did on LeBron James. I mean, that was just crazy. But never the refs are never on the Lakers side, especially for these past couple of years now. So, and when LeBron is on this team, they haven't been on the LeBron James side for sure. So, okay, that was a conversation. Anyway, but what a great game, guys! What a great surviving win for the Los Angeles Lakers. It was an edge of your seat type of moment, and it was a thriller. I'm glad that it's over. So now the Lakers got this win tonight against the Golden State Warriors, 145 to 144. And going back to what Daniel's comment said, I'm going to scroll it back up. There we go. Where is it at? Right there. This is my favorite comment, I have to say. LeBron, GOAT, we owned Golden State. It was tonight. All thanks to LeBron James. He was our savior tonight. He won the game out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers with those free throws that he made to seal the win by 1 point. It was a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. And kudos to some of our players tonight. I mean, D'Angelo Russell with that three, a risky three that he made that obviously helped us out a bit. Even though Steph Curry came out of nowhere with that three that he made at second overtime, but LeBron coming to the rescue with those free throws. So it was a survival. It was a survival win that they did tonight, and just kudos, kudos to the Lakers. They won us this game tonight in convincing fashion. So, um, well, not really convincing fashion because they were struggling, but at the same time, I mean, it was a risk for sure that the Lakers got this win tonight, without a doubt. Um, Uh, but yeah, guys, I mean, I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. If you haven't yet, please follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. So the links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys can check me out. And once again, thank you all for joining me in a surprising turn of events for the Lakers in second overtime, getting the win tonight against the Golden State Warriors. Basically, uh, you know, as you can see in front of you, I really love that comment. Thank you, Daniel, for putting that out there. LeBron, GOAT, uh, you know, we owned Golden State tonight. And that's what happened. I mean, we got the win. We got the win for the Los Angeles Lakers. And, now the Lakers are going to be continuing on this road trip. They'll be facing the Houston Rockets on Monday, and I believe the Atlanta Hawks, I believe on Tuesday or Wednesday. It is a back-to-back game, I believe, so it will be on Tuesday. So that is going to be a game that I'm really looking forward to for sure. But let's hope the Lakers will carry this momentum, this motivation, if you will, and maybe get the win on Monday. But we just have to wait and see about the status of all of our Lakers, because there's been, I bet you they're tired for sure, but we need to know about the status of Anthony Davis, if he is going to be out for that game. But we just have to wait and see about that. So for sure. So thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. Once again, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. So I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. Um, and please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button, so you'll be in the know when I go live every single Lakers post game shows. I always do every single Lakers post game show. So if you're new and you want to hear what I have to say about the Lakers game analysis and trade rumors, I do talk about them on this live stream. I didn't talk about any trade specifically in this live stream, but with the trade deadline just around the corner, there's a lot of interest the Lakers will have in certain athletes in at the trade deadline. So it will be something that we're all going to be for sure looking forward to when it comes to the Lakers and their trade interests. There's still not a lot of updates about the whole DeJounte Murray trade, so it is still in the works, I guess. But you never know. Maybe Lakers will, decide to not, trade a lot of their players. Maybe they'll keep some of them, and you never know. Maybe the Lakers will keep D'Lo, because how well he's been playing so far. Probably since the trade rumors. So the guy has been on a roll with us, and obviously shooting well for us. And he's been basically our second option for this team so far. So my hope is that he would just continue on this drive that he's on. But you never know what the trade deadline will hold for the Lakers. So if you want to know more about the Lakers and trade rumors, this is the channel for you. Please subscribe to ZLN on YouTube. Hit that notification bell, and of course, follow me all across social media. I'm always active on social media, so follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and of course, follow me on X as well. I'm also on TikTok and Threads. So please follow me there. The links will be, as I said, in the description of this live stream, so you guys can check me out. And of course, Guys, subscribe to the channel. We are 700 subscribers away from reaching 5,000 subscribers. So let's make that goal happen. My hope is that we could achieve that for sure. So I really appreciate all of you for joining me. Once again, I want to thank everyone that joined me on this live stream with the comments. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you to Rabbit, and also from Adam, and from the Warriors fan, Andrew the GOAT. Thank you for your conversations and your anger, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it was a bad refing night, I have to say, when it comes down to it. But yeah, I really appreciate all of you for commenting and also joining me on this live stream. And I'll see you all in the next live stream, in the next video. The Lakers will play against the Houston Rockets on Monday. So let's hope Lakers will potentially get that win on Monday. But we just have to wait and see and hear about the status of our players. With the injury report on Monday. So we just have to wait and see about that. So thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.